Good morning. We're going to start here in just a minute. I'm going to take a look at the Outer Worlds. I'm just barely scratched the surface of the game. I jumped in and played for maybe 15-20 minutes, and I decided I wanted to kind of go back and start the experience anew, and put this out there for somebody to see who might be interested in checking out Outer Limits, and Outer Worlds, and seeing what it looks like from the very beginning. So I'm gonna wait just a couple of minutes here while I kind of come to life, and then we'll get started. I'm gonna kick back into my starting soon screen without me, and I'll be back to give a formal welcome and get us started in just a minute. All right, well, let's go ahead and get this thing going. I don't know how long I'm going to be playing this morning. Probably not too terribly long. Just wanted to get things started and at least get the ball rolling for taking a look at Outer Limits. I don't know how many times I'm going to do that. The television show Outer Limits has got me saying Outer Limits instead of the Outer Worlds repeatedly, and I'd really like to stop doing that. So I'm going to do my worst to stop doing that, and let's go ahead and take a look at the game. So I heard a lot about Outer Worlds as far as being a quality game, one that is standalone, so you can play it without being online. I love my MMORPGs, and I love playing with other people, but I also enjoy sometimes just being able to putter around in a world where I'm the only person in it. You don't have to maintain a connection. If your connection's down, you've got something to play. I don't know. I just enjoy those games that are like that still. Not everyone does. So if you're one of the people who really is only interested in playing something that is super multiplayer, then something may be better for you than Outer Worlds. Now, I understand that they've added an outer player element to it. I've upgraded and reinstalled, so we may discover some multiplayer features here that I hadn't come across, that may open it up a lot for that kind of gamer. But I wanted to come at the game, kind of tabula rasa, blank slate, and see how this plays. And so I'm gonna, semi shut up or turn it into just kind of train of thought while I play. So continue, new game, load game settings, credit quit. That continue is going to be my previous start, so I'm going to go ahead and say new game. I want to do that this mode if you enjoy story more than combat. Enemies have less health and do less damage. Normal, recommended mode for your first play session. Standard health and damage. Alright, so there are a few different difficulties, as you can see. Supernova mode looks to be a crazy rule set. I might be inclined to do story just to simplify things and knock it down a notch for demonstration purposes. But because we really want to kind of take a look at what it's like, you know, to play the game. Normally, let's just say normal. I'm going to leave these are default settings. So conversation subtitles on. Show Bark subtitles on. Show cinematic subtitles. Let's turn those on too for the sake of streaming. Text size. Okay. So I can make the text a little bigger. I want to make it so it looks like it's easy to read on the screen. So let's do something like that. We'll continue from there. I'm going to go ahead and turn the music down on the system now.
Why stay earthbound when prosperity awaits you in the stars? Come to Halcyon, the only colony on the edge of the frontier.
I'll take our background music out.
A trip of 10 short years will feel like mere minutes, thanks to the comfort and safety of your very own hibernation chamber.
I'm taking myself off the screen.
Society designed to maximize your productivity with guaranteed full employment. With only a minor term of service, you will become the master of your own destiny when you go out of this world to the Halcyon colony.
Hundreds of thousands of colonists left adrift out here forever, just to keep from damaging the board's bottom line. Disgraceful.
All right, so here I guess we get to create a little character here. So I've got 6 points to spend. Strength, dexterity, intelligence, perception, charm, and temperament. So I can see how I'm going to want some strength and some dexterity and some intelligence and some perception and some charm. And if I've got a terrible temperament, let's see, temperament, two-handed melee, lie, sneak, medical, engineering, and determination. So do I start with a character that is balanced, or do I start with a character who actually has some ability in some specific area? I'm going to go with balance, because I don't know what I'm doing or what's going to be worth having or what's going to have a better or worse effect. And so I'm just picking something to move on with. And so on we move. Melee skills. One or two-handed melee skills. Ranged in handguns, long, heavy weapons. Defense, dodge, and block. Dialogue, persuade, lie, intimidate. Stealth for sneak, hack, and lockpick. Tech for medical, science, and engineering. And leadership for inspiration and determination. So all of these have specifics. I'm just going to touch on them very briefly. If anybody's interested in getting a good hard read on these things, just take a look back and give it a pause. You can see exactly what you need to and read each of the individual screens. I'm just going to stay long enough on them that you may have an opportunity to pause and read it if you want to. Alright, so I am a fan of ranged, for sure.
I hear Monarch's in need of more game hunters.
A little melee never hurt anybody. sorry. My sinuses have me at a very scratchy throat. And occasionally I've got to reach up and mute and pause. I'm inclined to take my other
At
in
last,
tech,
a kindred spirit.
because it seems to me like medical, healing, etc., being able to fix and put things together, science and engineering might be useful. I'm not sure. I'm not sure with what vigor they engage crafting in this game. So I don't know if I've got if there's going to be a huge crafting component or a somewhat smaller one. But engineering and medical seem like they might be good ones to start with. Let's go on and take a look at what's next. Oh, let's see. Okay, aptitudes. So that would be determination +1, drink effect duration, block, cashier, construction. Perhaps something that is going to benefit either the medical, engineering, or combat that I already had. So a sub-sous chef would give me the one-handed melee. I'm inclined to say that that's not going to be my primary here over the long haul. So, medical... Actually, I think I'm going to take the engineering.
At least you're not claustrophobic.
Elevator operations specialist. At least you're not claustrophobic. Haha. Next. Now, my logic behind choosing a gender is fairly simple. I usually would rather stare at a girl on the screen than a guy on the screen all the time. So generally I play a girl. It's not really about wanting to be a girl as much as it is preferring to look at a girl, the back of a girl as she runs, as opposed to the back of a guy as he runs for 1,000 hours if I play the game that long. So girl it is. Let's see what we've got here for heads and things. Oh my, there looks to be a good variety of choices here, so you're going to have to bear with me. Usually when I'm showing one of these startups and I'm doing a demo thing, I like to go through the options so that people can actually see what's going on. So that's what we're going to do. Head, 1 of 15 heads. Gonna pick a head I don't mind staring at or interacting with. I don't know which head that's gonna be. That head doesn't look too bad to me, actually. 15 of 15. Well, a number of these heads don't actually look too bad. As a matter of fact, they all just look like normal people's heads. 7, 15. I think I'm gonna go with 15 so far. I don't know, 5 maybe. I think I'm gonna go with head 5. Skin tones. Alright, interesting skin tone selection. And I guess they're just changing kind of overall tone and then darkening down the scale. And then a slightly different tone and moving down the scale. And moving the scale. Okay, so... Actually, I'm just going to go with the default skin tone on her, or that, you know, matches eye and that kind of thing. But good to take a look at the different ones. So, brow horizontal. I'm not okay. There it is. Not a huge shift there. So let's. Now I want her to be beady-eyed, but we'll pull her brow a little tighter. Brow back, brow forward. Oh, let's turn sideways so we can actually get a look at what that's going to do to profile. So forward, back. I like something that looks verticality. Where is it? Okay. We don't want her to look too shocked all the time, so a little surprised in the face is all right. Eye horizontal. Let's see what that one changes. Okay. Spacing, I like, let's just leave that normal. I generally like bigger eyes on a character. Vertical, high, low. No, I like middle of the road eyes like that. Jaw. Let's see what that does to the head. That's very long, that's very short. That looks okay to me. Not puckered, not puffed out. That mouth looks very normal on her. That mouth position looks right. Let's get a nose that looks somewhat normal in there. Let's see. Same for verticality, that seems okay to me. Cheeks, bulgy, sunken, you know. We can go with slightly pronounced cheekbones. Hair. Style. Let's see what we can do for hairstyle. Just trying to see where these are going. I want to get a view of all the... It's a space game, so I want to think spacer hair. I don't want to... I know in Starship Troopers, the pilots shaved their heads. That seems a little severe. I don't know that the dude receding hairline looks particularly good on her. That's a little different. Maybe. I want her to, you know, be secure in her femininity. That looks like a little too much of a coiffure to try to deal with on a regular basis, doesn't it? Did I mispronounce that badly? Not gonna look like it'd be too much work every morning. Yeah, that seems a little elaborate. That doesn't look too hard to manage. Why am I discussing her hairstyle? Why am I agonizing over that? I'm gonna have to look at it for a long freaking time. So I'm gonna pick something that doesn't bother me. And you know, looks like a girl's haircut by my standard. Because mine's the only standard that matters when I'm playing the game. Alright. I think I'm going to go with this one. So that's that. Color. Oh my, I've got some good varieties of color that are choosable here. I'm going to pick something that kind of goes with the eyes, or that I think goes well with the eyes. So I'm kind of liking that. Eyebrow style. Definitely not giving her the unibrow. Wow, where's the default eyebrow? And where's the crazy far end eyebrow? No eyebrowless. I don't know, carved eyebrows on her. Oh, the unibrow, nice. I'm just looking for something that fairly disappears on her face. That looks like semi-simple. I think I can do without facial hair. Makeup. Oh my. Is she actually going to put on makeup every day as an adventuring starship captain? I gotta say, I don't even know where the storyline is gonna go. For all I know, you get a makeup artist. Well, they do have some interesting looks available. You can be nice and get a nice beaten up look if that's what you're interested in. Not really what I would be going for in a look. I think I would probably go for one of these kind of subdued makeup looks if I was to go for anything. It's hard for me really to imagine a starship captain putting on much makeup though. So let's keep it down here. Exactly. So that's no makeup, and that's what you would put on if you were just dashing out the door in the morning. So that's what we'll do. How dirty does she need to be, or what is the dirt pattern? So you can really make somebody scrubby if you want to. I'm going to make it appear as if she bathes occasionally. We're taking a look at scars here. I'm not putting any scars on her. I just wanted you to be able to see that there are some scar selections. And then age. I don't feel like I need to play her as an old woman, even though I'm an old man. I also don't feel like I need to play her as the newbiest of the noobs. So we'll move up a notch up the chart, and we'll do that for age. Next, what is her name? Oh my. I hadn't really thought about naming a character here, so I got a name that I've got to look at for a long time. Let's do something silly and space related. So we'll name her Sally Starhopper. A distant cousin of Luke Skywalker. So that's that will be her name, Sally Starhopper. And on we go. So here it gives us a little bit of an overview of character before we move on. So we get to look at body, mind, and personality, our aptitudes. Here we have our skills, and of course all of those basics. So I unlocked location hit effect, unlock TTD location hit effects. And then I think the other one that I took was engineering. Engineering is saying field repair, repair weapons and armors in the inventory, okay. And then science, tinker, that must have gotten that from the engineering piece. Medical a little bit. Little heavy weapons, little long guns, little handguns. I guess those all came from one set of skills that I selected earlier. And we're on to next.
Looks to be your lucky day, my friend.
Please power down your engines and prepare to be...
Not likely, bootlickers. Initiate skip jump.
Status. Structural integrity down 25%. Power levels down to 90%. Skip drive.
Shit.
Inoperable.
Ah, there you are. Wondering what's going on, eh? Bit of bad news there, I'm afraid. Your colony ship was inexplicably knocked out of skip space and forced to complete its journey at sublight speeds. This means that you and every other colonist on the Hope have been in suspended animation for 70 years, give or take. Normally, reviving someone after so long leads to some quite horrifying results. It's called explosive cell death, but it's really more of a liquefaction. Something wrong? Oh, yes, well, not to worry. I've pumped your body full of a special concoction I devised to keep you from dying so horrifically. Hopefully at all, but I guess we'll see, yes? Unfortunately, I used the last of my chemical supplies saving you. I know it's a lot to ask, but I must have your help securing more if we're to save the rest of your fellow colonists. I'd see it done myself, of course, but the board has a sizable bounty on my head. Now, my ship is inoperative, but I've managed to hire a smuggler to help you out. He'll be... Oh, I see we're in position. Good luck!
Can you hear me? Is this thing working? Ah, there you are. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the smuggler. His name is Hawthorne, and he should be waiting for you at the landing site. He's to be your chauffeur, so to speak. Not to worry, I'm told he's a specialist. Dashing gunslinger, one-of-a-kind ship, that sort of thing. You'll like him, I'm sure. I've also outfitted you with a simple wireless monitor, so I can track your progress. I'll check in with you as soon as you land. Good luck. All the colonists are counting on you.
Ah, you've landed good. Hawthorne,
should be close by. What in law's name? Is that him? Oh, that idiot. I told him to plant the beacon and move away, not stand there holding it. Oh well, no sense in letting his ship go to waste. Hawthorne won't mind you taking his ship. Better you than the board, huh? Not sure I trusted the fellow. Might have gone after the bounty on my head. Shame about the whole squashing thing. Nasty way to go.
So it's a pretty world, I'll say that. I recall that from jumping in before. Yeah, you crushed the fellow you're supposed to meet, so you are now the person you're supposed to meet. And you take off down the path here. WASD, it is telling us to walk, so I see it's dropping waypoints for me. That should make it easier to find my way around. But a fairly nice looking little world that they've got here for you to play in. So let's make our way down the path and see what the beginning of the game looks like.
Easy now. You've been frozen for a while.
Be experiencing an unforeseen side effect of being frozen for so long. Alright, down we go. That was nice. I have low inhaler, alright. That's going to be useful to remember. A guard.
Hey, you, come here. You've tried the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, law, that stings.
Alright, let's see if we can fix him.
Looks like the bleeding stopped. I owe you one. Hope you don't mind me omitting this little exchange from my report. Spacer's Choice doesn't like us accepting outside help.
So, I guess
We were
what
out on
happened is
patrol.
obvious.
I saw a marauder camp up in the hills. Thought I could take him. Then my gun misfired. Right through my side. I mean, what are the odds of that, right? Just barely scraped by with my life. Crawled in here and blocked off the exit with those canisters. Gibbering, flesh-eating, law-breaking, unemployed lunatics with guns. Some hullhead grounded their spacecraft out in the open. That's a real good way to attract marauders. See those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them all out with a single shot. Not bad, huh?
All of these could be useful ways to proceed. Persuade, lie, or intimidate. I'm gonna try to persuade him and see if that works. Although I don't know if I've got the. I don't think I took any skills related to persuade at all. I did take some combat, some melee, so why don't I try the intimidation route instead? Maybe I'll be successful with that.
Yeah, you sound a lot like my lieutenant. Here, hope this gun serves you better than it did me. Here, you can have my saber too, for patching me up and all. All Spacer's Choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's Choice. Yes, nailed it that time.
All right, I can see the corporatism in the future is something they're playing to pretty heavily here. Well, let's go ahead and move through the tree in a semi-logical way.
You hit your head or something? You're in Emerald Vale. We're a Spacer's Choice community. Edgewater's a little ways down. Prettiest place in the Vale. Be sure to stop by a provisioner's for a can of our famous salt tuna. The Hope? Is that some sort of fancy new drug? Are you with Auntie Cleo or something? Don't take this the wrong way or nothing, but I'm not allowed to fraternize with Cleo workers. Company policy.
Alright, looks like I'm armed now. And I have an attack button. And I have 9 of 102 rounds. And that's a full magazine, apparently, on this particular weapon. Tell me that the answer here isn't to just blow these up in order to get out. Although I'm feeling like that's what the answer is going to be. So, why don't I at least get back a bit?
Damn it, my ears! Oh, what just happened? Can you hear me? What in the hell? This...
Alright, Q for tactical time dilation. That usually means that at some point they're going to throw crap at you at such an insane rate that if you don't slow down time, there is no way for you to survive. So, we'll have to see how that goes. Ooh, a marauder. Let's see if we can pop in quickly and, well, let's make it easy. He ran a little faster than I expected him to, but okay. So I need to pay closer attention to what I'm picking up off people. So I'm getting bit cartridge, light ammo, and a light pistol. That seems to be what I'm already using, so I don't know that I'm gaining too much right there. Maybe more of the same. Hacking and lockpick skills help you get into places you're not meant to be. Mag picks are used to break open locks, and bypass shunts are used to break computer encryptions. High enough to break the security, you will see how many mag picks or shunts you need and how long it will take. Raising your skill will lower the number of items and speed up the process. Okay, so this tells me I'm Have 12 of what I need 5 of and 0 of what I need 4 of. Heard something, but I pick mock apple. More stuff to pick up. He's picking up what highlights at this point, presuming that everything is going to be useful at some point. That doesn't seem to open. That doesn't seem to open. This does seem to want to open, but I can't seem to get into it. Maybe if I'd taken the right skill earlier, I would have the skill that I need to get in there. Maybe I pick up an extra something. I'll come back and get to it later. The right mouse button seems to be aim, quite predictably. Or at least predictably for some of these games. So got meters to go. That was harder than I expected it to be. I think a little health inhaler might be a good idea. I might hope that I get more health inhalers from these dead dudes. Instead, I'm getting lots of pistols and ammo. Hopefully, I'll be able to use that for something later. Alright. Moving on. Oh, look, the spaceship. Those more marauders. No. Like people I might know.
Hey! Get over here before you get yourself killed!
Tell me twice.
Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders hereabouts, and worse, landing violators. Gall on that rung leech. Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about. Really? How is he? Of course I am. I'm a superior officer. Stands to reason, don't it? Just you watch. I'll cross these marauders off with a swift, cost-efficient fury that's made Spacer's Choice the most trusted brand in personal defense. I just, you know, need a couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs some.
Well, Intimidate worked for me last time, so I'm going to try it again.
Seriously? But those marauders will... Ugh. You know what? You're right. It's time we cross those marauders off, find whoever owns that ship, and file a full report. Then it's gonna be fucking laminated.
Here we go.
So I'm letting them take the brunt of the assault here. I don't see any reason to get shot up for no good reason. Well, except that they're already shot up for no good reason. Okay, I don't know what those parts are going to be good for, but clearly they're going to be good for something. Alright. I'm not sure exactly what the best approach to the ship is going to be, so let's see what this hold E to open. So, okay, let's see how that works.
Please be informed that this vessel contains no valuable plunder.
Landing site discovered.
Smile for my surveillance device, Marauder. I am tracking your every move.
Well, okay, but I'm not a marauder.
Unauthorized access of spacefaring vessels is a crime. Please submit yourself to the authorities.
Nice. Not
Hello,
likely, but
Marauder.
nice.
I am Ada, the autonomous digital astrogator of this vessel. Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors. Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so will result in your immediate destruction.
Oh, she's cute. Welcome aboard, single viewer. Thanks for popping in. We're starting up a little view of the Outer Worlds, and I very much appreciate a follow if you haven't tossed a follow out. I'm very new at this, just getting started, and so truly every single click helps. Back to it. I'm going to try to take a glance over at the chat every now and then. Do add yourself to my GreetBot by typing !greet me. That should be one of the rule sets that pops when you come into the channel, but I'm not sure if that's actually working properly. So I'm not sure my GreetBot's working properly either. So I'm just trying to test out both of those things. So return any self-destruct. I'm not going to misappropriate anything. I don't appreciate being talked to that way. Yeah, let's see. Let's see what she's going to do.
Gesture procedures initiated. Disengaging airlocks. Preparing to reject all boarding parties in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I don't think this is going to happen. Right.
You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express disappointment. This vessel is the registered property of Captain Alex Hawthorne. I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne.
How specific do I want to be? Let's just tell the truth.
I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty.
Oh, I doubt that very
I am programmed
much.
to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand? Well done, Captain Hawthorne. I see your powers of deductive reasoning remain intact. Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced.
So, I guess I'm making some kind of minor progress in the storyline. The main drive's power regulation has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced. So let me use my engineering skills, see if I can get that up.
Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator within a worker settlement falls within acceptable parameters of certainty. High-capacity power regulators are sometimes employed in the electrical networks of worker settlements. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new Captain's Identity cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable. Do you understand? Thank you. I appreciate your cooperation. Best of luck in your search for a power regulator. Try to stay alive this time.
It's like she recognizes she's had multiple Captain Hawthorns. Okay, I've been promoted. Congratulations, you've gained enough experience to go up a level. Open your character ledger to advance your character. Leveling up increases health points, gives you points to upgrade your skills, as well as gives you access to a new perk every other level. Keep leveling and you'll be upper management material in no time. Okay, so I like the cynical take on future corporatism. Tab is view ledger or continue, so okay, let's continue for now. You have unlocked perks, go to the character page, select perks tab to buy your first perk. Okay, so tab, skills, and perk points available. So there I am. And Cleo management training, skill improvements. I'm going to leave enough time to read this. Okay, so pretty straightforward way to gain here. I have 10 skill points available, and I can spend them across the standards that I had before. So in this case, I am again going to choose a ranged and a tech to keep building on those base level skills. I'm going to add some melee, some defense, and some dialogue to that. And then, okay, if I want to stay balanced, I'm going to stay balanced, and then I'm going to peak on a few of the things. I think ranged is something I want to be better at. Tech is something I'm going to be better at, and I'm thinking that if there's going to be a lot of conversation, persuasion, and dialogue here, I may want to be able to talk people into things, and that includes both lying and intimidating. So let's go ahead and apply those. Unable to undo. Okay, I can accept that. You have unlocked location hit effects for tactical time dilation. TDD maims or cripples those body parts. Try different locations to see the different effects. Hits to the chest produce different effects when using different weapons. Okay, so subtlety now. You hit Q to enter TDD in combat. TTD in combat. Then you can target body parts, or you can use different kinds of weapons on a chest, on a person's chest, to get different kind of effects. Okay. So escape takes me out of that screen. And as I recall, I think I'm looking for a power distribution unit at this point.
These surveillance devices allow me to monitor you constantly. Please ignore them.
So the opens are all hold E. The transitions take place really
I'll
fast.
be with
I
you,
like
friend.
that.
I'm Ernie from the Spacer's Choice Department of Human Resources. Town sent me hereabouts to check on the guards. Now, seems to me, and correct me if I'm wrong here, but seems to me that the ranking officer is dead. Mind telling me what happened here? Altercation, you say? Yeah, shame as that goes. Spacer's Choice policy strictly prohibits dying during work hours. Guess I'd better get to cleaning up. Can't just leave company property scattered about, bleeding out on the dirt. No can do, friend. That armor's Spacer's Choice property. Bodies, too. Living or otherwise. Company policy, you see. You don't want to amble on over to Edgewater at your earliest convenience. Constable's office might have work for someone with your, let's just say, aggressive disposition. Oh, and be sure to stop by the Edgewater Provisioner for a can of salt tuna. It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's Choice.
All right. I'm sure there are things I could ask him, but I'm going to choose to be on my way at this point. And we are about an hour into the stream. That's usually where I like to take the first bite at a game. Is right around the hour mark, and so let's hop back over to add me to the screen so you can at least see me for a hot minute here. This has been our first initial look at the Outer Worlds. It's a pretty game to look at least to start with. The character creation and that kind of stuff is extremely straightforward. The tone of the game is a little snarkified, and so it's there's a little bit of humor involved in the storytelling aspects of it from time to time. So it's interesting, and we will be back to look at more of this game a little later on. I am absolutely confident. So thanks for stopping by, and anybody else who pops in to take a look at this after the fact, please do throw me a follow. I super appreciate that. I take a look at them, I follow people back, and make sure that I return that favor. So have a great day, and I'll see y'all again soon.